I didn't expect to lose the extradition. I thought logic would prevail. Part of the collateral damage of being indicted was the fact that the divorce process I went through became just a disaster. But the marriage had quite a lot of trouble, and I think like any marriage has got pressure, it is struggling. You put the kind of pressure that an indictment will put on you, and being all over the BBC and cameras at your door and people filming you and shouting things, what'd you do with the money and all that. I think people thought I drove the getaway car or something, and the money was in the back of the car, What'd you do with the money? All this kind of thing, shouting, and it's very, very hard. And unfortunately, Laura she went one way, I went the other way. But it just wasn't going to survive the pressure. And we got to a stage we were living together but living separately, but I'd said to her, let's see what happens with this extradition thing first, and then we can decide. The night before my first extradition hearing, the extradition hearing was on the Monday, and on the Friday I came home and no one was there, no one was in the house, the kids weren't there. And there was a knock on the door, and there was two people from the court saying that I had 15 minutes to leave my house and all my possessions and stuff. It's quite an interesting dilemma for a human being to be given 15 minutes. What do you take? What do you go and take? And in the end, I just took some photographs of the kids. And the accusation, I hate saying this in camera, but I've got to be truthful about it. The accusation was that I was beating her. I never was. It was very quickly dropped. It was dropped in front of the judge. The lawyers subsequently said that they had no time to prepare the case, and it was an exaggeration. But it got me out of the house. It's the one way you get someone out of the house in England.